Good morning to all the Cameroonian. I'm launching an interview in Tchana in Cameroon. Who was Tchana? He was a famous, well-known scientist, an African well-known scientist. He did a lot of things in the domain of science in Africa. First of all, I present myself. I'm Tchana Lamartiine, the founder president of the political party, the DSCCI, which means the Dynamic of Liberal Conquering Cameroon and Electoral. I've created that party the 8th March 2011 in Cameroon. Although my party is new, just after its creation, I was already on the field between April and May 2011. We did a lot of things until the presidential election. Dear Cameroonian, if I'm here this morning in Radio Tchana, it's because I have an important communication concerning the Electoral Code adopted in the National Assembly the 13th April 2012. I will say to you that 13th April 2012, I was personally in the National Assembly to follow myself the discussion over that electoral code adopted that day. According to me, it is a code to throw away in the bin. You know, I'm a custom of the National Assembly. Even last year, on the June session 2011, I was there. So, in general, I have my way to do politics. The reason why you will never see me marching on the streets like some of so-called opposition leaders. But we work hard with my party. According to my party and me, as the founder president, we are all against that electoral code. We are over that change, all the changes concerning the amount of the deposit, and I insist on it. I think that all the people who lead us, from the president to the minister, are the children of peasants. Or farmers. And they have studied with the state money. So their parents never pay for that study. So I don't know why, because somebody is so-called president or minister like the Minister of Territorial Administration, who came in the National Assembly to defend that text, that they must impose huge and unaffordable deposit amounts in order to prevent young Cameroonians who want to submit their application for any elective mandate. So in that electoral code, the problem is not only the amount of the deposit, there are also so many other things to change in it. I continue to insist you must return to the amount we had in the past. Another big problem is that the president, right after crossing the 9th October 2011, he wants to change everything in order to fraud as usual. And according to me, there was no election the 9th October 2011. They have stopped the UNS to help the so-called champion to win. Cameroon know all that. The reason why I would like that we consider the amount of deposit before those changes which were 25,000 francs for councillors, 500,000 for deputies, and 5 million for the presidential like last year. I don't know why they want to change everything suddenly. There's no fire, no rush. I ask myself why they did not change that electoral code before the 9th October 2011. That is the question. In my party, we are very upset, sure. Although we are very upset, we cannot do like some deputies, like Mrs. Ndamjoya, who threw away that electoral code in the National Assembly during the plenary session. I did not agree at all with that kind of behavior. I remember, if you remember me, the students in the university who did it against the lecturers. For information, I'm from the division. I have my way to do things with a dose of nobility and dignity. Too much noise, but my actions are on the field with my militants. We can discuss. And in fact, we in the DLCCI, in our party, we think that we can discuss things intellectually instead of throwing paper like that. I don't know exactly what is the utility of that opposition for Cameroonian people. They eat the state money for nothing. According to me, there's no opposition in Cameroon. How can you imagine that the parliament of 180 deputies, there are only a decade of deputies, less than 20 deputies of the opposition. What people can expect from that opposition? That kind of opposition? Nothing at all. We know very well everything. They work for the state party in power since 30 years. We know it very well. Yes, indeed. I have all the proof that so-called opposition parties work for the state. Because just after the electoral masquerade, they meet each other. Among them, there was some of that opponent who are there since 20 years. We have never seen what they brought concretely in the life of Cameroonian. We have never seen anything. I've just created my party, but I worry already the state party on the power since 30 years. Yes, I know. The electoral code is already adopted. It means nothing. We can cancel it and consider the one we have. I would like that we consider the old electoral code till the upcoming elections. And that we will have, I think that on that time we will have a great parliament, a worthy parliament. I mean a strong legislative, not like this current one where there's only the deputies of the state party. There are only the deputies who are in the parliament, and most of them have no freedom of speech. Normally, they must wait that the upcoming election pass, and I think that we will have also the deputy of my party, the LCCI, I will be also deputy, and then we can pass the electoral code and adopt it. So for now, there is no use. And I like that there's a balance between the legislative and executive. Now we have only executive because there's no legislative in Cameroon. Right? And in there was election in 2007, but that opposition was unable to have more deputies, but they preferred totally to take money from the state party